Hi y'all, it's Cindy. I just wanted to give a try at making a tutorial video. I saw some flowers. I really love these shabby chic flowers that Vicky made. Her username is tryheart, I think 87, and she makes these beautiful flowers. And I wasn't sure what kind of rosette she was using. So I finally figured out that she's using this kind. So I made some like that, and but I didn't have and you can put like doilies or lace, you know, on the bottom, stick pins and whatever you want. This one I don't think it's filled in quite enough. Anyway, I'll work on that one. But I didn't have a whole lot of this type of rosettes, and it's a little bit expensive. So what I do have is a lot of this kind, this smaller kind. So I figured out a way to use this, and I went ahead and cut some up, so you don't have to wait for me to do that. And you're going to need about 18 of the flowers. And then I also actually use these little pieces in between later to fill in. So just go ahead and cut off your flowers and save these little pieces here too. And you need about a 3-inch round piece of felt or chipboard. And once you get all your little pieces cut out, this is how you put them together. You just take one of your flowers and turn it over, and you can do this any direction. I didn't do any certain way, just kind of mixed it up. But you put a little dot of glue up there at the top and just fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half again. This one's not turning out that great, but anyway, then put your little dot up here in this corner. I think this one is just got too many little loose pieces. Okay, so trim that down a little bit, and I'm going to flip it over to this side. It doesn't matter which side. And you put a little dot up here in this corner, and then you fold it over again, just even, and it makes your little triangle, just like that. Okay, and then make about 17 or 18 of those, and then all you do, and I went ahead and made some up ahead of time, then all you do is just start gluing them around the edge about that far. So, and you can kind of do them across to make it even, and then you just glue the end down just like that all the way around. And then I'm going to put you on pause while I glue these down for the first layer. Do it all the way around, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and this is what it looks like when you get your first layer glued down, just like this. Okay, and then you're going to start on your second layer, and you just put your little dot of glue, and you're going to just fill in, and I move it up just a little bit toward the center. So it's a little bit shorter, like that. And if you need to put more glue, just put a little bit more glue under there. Just like that. Okay, so you're going to fill in around it where there's gaps. I hate these little cobwebs. They're terrible. But I do love these finger things. It really saves your fingers. And I use my long tweezers a lot too. Okay, so you're going to go in between each one with another one. And a lot of times I'll do this with these tweezers, and then I don't burn myself. And you just fill in each little gap. I move up just a little bit, just like that. See how that's forming and filling in? Okay, another little dot. That might be too much. Okay, get out of the way, cobwebs. Okay, stick into my mat a little bit too. Okay, in between and up just a little bit, just like that. And with all these cobwebs, all my things stick together. Okay, I hate those things. Okay, see how it's getting fat, filling in. It's really easy, and these are really quick. Like I said, I had a lot of this kind of rosette laying around. And I also have the black with white dots, which would be cute for this, you know, the center layer. I may make one of those next. And if it doesn't go down real good, just take your tweezers and stick it down. Okay. You can kind of tell which side's going to look better, you know, like that or that. I choose the smooth side to go on the top. Put it like that. And I think this is the last one. Okay. And if you don't like the net, you can cut the net off. And you can trim these little stray pieces if they're sticking off, like these, if you want to. I like them really shabby, so I'll leave that. If you need a little bit more glue, just put a little bit under there. Okay, and then what I do is, see how it's kind of gappy right there? Then I take these other little pieces that were between the rosettes, like this. It's not a flower, it's what was in between it. Then I do kind of the same thing. I just put a little dot of glue somewhere up in here. And then I just squeeze it together like that. And then squeeze it together again. Do the same thing. Put some glue up there. And then just like that. And you kind of make another little triangle. And then you just take that little piece and you kind of, I twist the end of it so that I can get it in there. And I hope this is all on camera because I'm not used to doing videos, y'all. A little bit of glue, and then take it with my tweezers, and then I stick it up in between the bottom layers, just like that, and see, that fills it in. See there? Uh-oh. Let me try it again. Put a little bit more glue. And then once you get that done, all you do is pick whatever kind of center you want. I like those big old blingy ones. Or you can put, you know, a paper flower in there, whatever you want. A big rhinestone. You see, that fills that in. And then it starts looking like this. See there? You fill in those little gaps. And like I said, you can cut this off if you want to, or leave it. I like it shabby. And let's see, that's the only one I've made, really. I have another one I made like Vicky's. I really like this one too. This is probably my favorite one. I love this. And this is a flower center I made from a tutorial from Jennings, Fiona. She tells you how to do those, and I think that turned out really pretty. I've had those for a long time, just made, and I love it. This one I've actually put another tiny one, and I put a layer of tulle on the bottom, and I thought that made it look really pretty. And a little stick pin. I love making stick pins. And that's it. That's all I can think of. I'm going to go ahead and fill these little gaps in some more at the bottom. And it doesn't have to be perfect. None of these are perfect. Shabby chicness is not perfect. And another little piece. I got a little bit too much glue. You don't want to use too much glue because, like Vicky said, it'll make a hard spot. Of course, it doesn't really matter on mine because I don't think people are going to be touching the flowers really. I use these on like jewelry boxes I make, and I'll even put these on scrapbook pages. I don't care how thick my scrapbook pages are. If I can only get 5 or 6 scrapbook pages in a whole album, I don't care. I like mine like that, and I have some albums like that. They're just so thick with embellishments. Because I love embellishments. And I love making homemade flowers, handmade flowers. Let's see where we need to stick this one. No, not there. Here's a spot. See how there's little gaps under there? That's where I'm putting these. I'm sticking them way up in there. I'm kind of stuffing them in there so that they don't stick out on the edges, because you don't want your edges, you know, too round. I mean, too far out, those little pieces. Anyway, and you have to just kind of play with it and work with it, and it'll turn out like this. And then you can put, this one's too big, but once you get it finished, you just glue your little center in there. I have all kinds of little centers, like, you know. I've got a big mess out here because I've been making this kind of stuff all week, but anyway, you just kind of work with it. And that's it. Thanks for watching.